morning to you. Welcome to KRQE News this morning. I'm Matt Morrow.
Good morning. How are you? I'm Elizabeth Alvarez. Today is Monday, August 4th. Hope you had a lovely weekend. All your news coming up in just a bit, but first we'll start with weather.
Yeah, meteorologist Cassandra Crimmy is here. Cassandra, we are talking rain once again this morning.
That's right. And Matt, outside this morning, a lot of us are seeing some of those scattered light showers. We even had some pushing through the metro. We could see some still within the hour. Very light pockets of rain. It's gentle rain, but rain nonetheless. As we take you westward, we are seeing some more of that rain closer towards Grants, also down towards Silver City, TRC, and Hatch. We have some of the wet morning skies. As we go through the day, though, here's a look at your planner. Temperatures staying again on the cooler side, well cooler than average by almost 10 degrees. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies with a chance for more rain and storms, even flash flood watches in place. We'll talk more about that and the timing of the rain coming up in just a few minutes.
This morning, heavy smoke and damaged a home and kicked people out of one last night. Fire crews were sent out to Melinda Southwest just before midnight. It is here near Sage and Snow Vista. People were evacuated safely while firefighters headed inside to find the source of the smoke. They discovered a fire, well, right there in the garage. They prevented that fire from spreading into the living room and the bedrooms. No one got hurt, and firefighters are still trying to figure out exactly what caused that fire. And too much rain too fast. People are still talking about it and cleaning out from all that rain that overwhelmed the downtown Duke City Friday night. Some drivers plowed right into the floodwaters on Central. Definitely too much rain for a couple of young ladies there with an umbrella. These people were wading through it maybe the next day. Water rushed into businesses too. Now here's what the water did at Edith and Lomas on Friday. It was all over the road. Parts of Albuquerque got pounded with 2.5 inches of rain in just a couple of hours. Now, one area of downtown Albuquerque that was closed for much of the weekend for repairs is partially open this morning. Take a look. This is a live look at Broadway and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. One lane in each direction is now open. Crews worked on the road all weekend long at the intersection after a surge of water from the storms Friday badly damaged a manhole cover there.
And it wasn't just the metro that got it either. The rain continued Sunday in northern New Mexico. A viewer sent us this video of water gushing in Gallup. He says it's the frontage road next to I-40 that is flooded. You could also see a stream of water flowing onto the road. And Sandoval County is still recovering from the muddy mess from all the recent rain. In fact, today, the county commission there is expected to meet in an emergency session to declare a state of emergency in Algodones. The trouble started in July 23rd, when more than an inch of rain fell in less than an hour, washing away a canal, leaving homes and yards flooded. 6 days later, Algodones got hit again when another storm came in, causing even more damage.
And the rain is not just pounding us here in New Mexico. Take a look at Southern California. Flash flooding is causing mudslides, leaving about 2,500 people stuck in their neighborhoods. The heavy rains came down suddenly, stranding cars and trucks and pretty much everything in its path. This is from Mount Baldy, where a flash flood trapped a car underwater and a mudslide pushed a hot tub there, along with a lot of other junk, straight into the middle of the street. People in Oak Glen and Forest Falls are being told to stay put while crews clear the roads with bulldozers. And make sure you stay right here with KRQE for the latest on the wild weather, whether it's here or anywhere in the country. You can get it on air and online at krqe.com. You can take a look and even share pictures and videos of all the wild weather. Liz?
2 girls, the object of a weekend Amber Alert, are safe. Their father is facing felony charges, and family members say Albuquerque police should have done more to help them. Martha Dominguez woke up Friday to find her 2 granddaughters, 9-year-old Genesis and 11-year-old Trinity, missing. And so was her son, Oscar Marquez, the girl's father. He was only allowed supervised visits with the girl. The panicked grandma knew instinctively he was headed to Mexico, so she called Albuquerque police and she called the mother of the girls. Jennifer Marquez wanted APD to put out an Amber Alert.
I was given reason after reason after reason, which none of them to me made any sense because my kids were missing.
Police tell News 13 the case did not meet criteria for an Amber Alert. So Marquez went to the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department. Saturday night at 8 o'clock, BCSO issued that alert.
The main thing is the endangerment of the children. And that was the big thing yesterday. And it was by going through interviews and talking to additional family members that we were able to obtain that information.
A Border Patrol agent spotted Oscar Marquez Sunday morning crossing back into the States with the girls in tow. The girl's mother is convinced that had APD put out an Amber Alert right away, the girls would have been found before they ever made it to Mexico. Oscar Marquez is jailed in El Paso awaiting extradition for felony custodial interference.
This is day 5 in a search for a missing 75-year-old hiker who vanished in the mountains near Santa Fe. State police say there are still no clues as to where Audrey Kaplan is. Yesterday, 80 people went searching for her, scouring the mountain near the Santa Fe ski basin. They had search dogs and they even looked from the air. Ms. Kaplan disappeared Wednesday. Her husband says the two were hunting mushrooms and then they split up. Well, Valley Meat in Roswell is threatening to sue the state after trying to get a horse slaughterhouse up and running for the last 4 years. The for sale sign outside the company's plant here says it all. The owner, Rick De Los Santos, has reached the finish line. The controversial horse slaughterhouse will not be opening. On Thursday, Valley Meat's attorney submitted a letter to the Environment Department withdrawing the plant's application for a groundwater discharge permit, a must for the plant to go ahead and open.
You know, they've been telling us, well, we need 30 days extension, we need 45 days, we need 60, we can't make a decision right now.
The letter states the inability of the secretary to make a decision has, quote, contributed to the destruction of Valley's lawful business. Valley Meat also says the Attorney General's office played a big role in the slaughterhouse and never getting to open, and the company says there's a good chance it'll sue because of it. Coming up on 5:07, a harsh spotlight is being cast on Albuquerque's Civic Plaza this morning.
And it's coming from city councilors who think downtown is lacking.
Civic Plaza itself says, welcome to my garage.
Well, it's too big, there's no shade, and it's more of an eyesore anymore.
Its design is not functional. My major advice is to not invest another dollar in it. It's going to perform.
All right, Jeff Speck is a city planner who just analyzed downtown Albuquerque. He says Civic Plaza needs help. He says the giant underground parking ramps block bike and pedestrian access and that there is a lack of shade and greenery, making it an uninviting place. Speck is suggesting a rough concept would cut the space in half, giving half to a new building and half into a tree-lined park. The idea has some councilors thinking that Civic Plaza needs a plan. The mayor's office agrees, but right now they are more focused on cheaper, smaller things like basketball hoops, more tables and shade, rather than a complete overhaul. An 11-year-old boy took his creative passion in decorating cakes to a whole new level by holding a class where most of the students were adults.
You take how much white you have, and you go just a little bit less of that with the brown.
What a smart kid. Jason Everett is in the Albuquerque area. He's with the International Cake Exploration Society, also known as ICES. The convention goes to different cities every year to spotlight the latest in sugar art. Well, Everett's been decorating cakes since he was 4. That is more than half his life. He got inspired by his grandmother, who works at a cupcake shop, and he says he's the youngest kid to have his own demo table at the convention.
It's fun just to meet new people. I mean, and doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, I get to make these fantastic cakes. I get to be on the news. It's fun.
Oh, what a cutie. Okay, so he's already been sponsored by some cake decorating brands. He has big dreams. In 10 years, he says he pictures himself working in the White House.